Back to Hardball. Last Friday, we had an extraordinary claim made here on Hardball. U.S. Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann of Minnesota said this about the Democratic nominee for president. So this is a character issue. You believe that Barack Obama may, you're suspicious because of this relationship, may have anti-American views. Otherwise, it's probably irrelevant to this discussion. So
absolutely.
You believe it brings into, so you believe that Barack Obama may have anti-American views?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very concerned that he may have anti-American views. That's what the American people are concerned about. That's why they want to know what his answers are. That's why Joe the plumber has figured so highly in the last few days.
Okay.
Because Joe the plumber asked a question that a lot of Americans want to know. What I would say is that the news media should do a penetrating expose and take a look. I wish they would. I wish the American media would take a great look at the views of the people in Congress and find out, are they pro-America or anti-America? I think people would love to see an expose like that.
What do we make of this? An elected member of the U.S. Congress says that a major party candidate may be anti-American, may be out to work against the interests and values of this country, maybe an enemy. Maybe what? What do we make of the call by a member of Congress, we just heard it, for the press, the media, to launch an investigation of the U.S. Congress? Her colleagues who have taken the oath to support the Constitution of whether they're traitors or not, people working against the interests and values of the United States. What are we to make of such a call? Finally, let's get our vocabulary straight. What do we think we mean by this term anti-American? Is such a word being thrown about out of belief or out of partisan purpose? It's impossible to know. Given what we can't read minds, let's give that as a fact. We can't read minds. What would it mean if we read somewhere that a Canadian candidate for high office had just stood accused of being anti-Canadian? Would we treat that as absurd or what? Let's hear what General Colin Powell had to say on the subject Sunday.
If you're an American, you're an American. And this business of, for example, a congressman from Minnesota who's going around saying, let's examine all congressmen to see who is pro-America or not pro-America. We have got to stop this kind of nonsense, pull ourselves together, and remember that our great strength is in our unity and in our diversity. And so that really was driving me. And to focus on people like Mr. Ayers, these trivial issues, for the purpose of suggesting that somehow Mr. Obama would have some kind of terrorist inclinations, I thought that was over the top. That was beyond just good political fighting back and forth. I think it went beyond.
Yes, let's agree it went beyond.